Anderson Cooper 360, weeknights at 8 and 10 on CNN.
Did it surprise you that Alan Chambers has now apologized, that they've shut its doors?
It did surprise me when he said that he wanted to apologize to all gay people and all people who've been harmed by Exodus, because it was essentially acknowledging that thousands of people have had their lives severely damaged by Exodus, which begged the question, well, then what now? Last year, they stopped conducting reparative therapy, and this year he wants to apologize to people they've harmed. So what now? And we just witnessed what now last night.
But what does it actually mean? I mean, he's not saying being gay. Is he saying being gay is okay?
So although Alan won't directly say it, he still believes that homosexuality is a sin. He just doesn't want to be part of an organization that tries to convert people or tries to cure people of homosexuality, because he, in fact, says it's not possible. He himself, as Gary Tuchman's report indicated, still says that he has same-sex attraction, as does 99.9% of the people who've gone through their programs.
Well, that's what's interesting. I've interviewed a number of people who said they're ex-gay or call themselves ex-gay, and the more you talk to them, they will acknowledge that they still have the attractions, as you just said, Alan does. I mean, that they still have the thoughts. They're just forcing themselves or trying to train themselves not to act on. I mean, they're repressing it. They're trying to not act on.
And to an extent, that's how Alan is living now. I mean, I firmly believe that he has a beautiful marriage with his wife, Leslie, and their children, but he says that he still continues to have same-sex attraction.
And I've done a lot of these interviews, and I clearly, I'm gay, but I don't try to force my opinion on, if somebody wants to, thinks they're unhappy being gay and wants to change, if it works for them, it doesn't.
Right.
But it seems like there are a lot of people, and in your documentary, we see a lot of people who say they have been harmed by this kind of therapy. I want to show another clip from your report, God and Gays. There's a guy named Sean, who is a so-called ex-gay survivor, who's come out, I guess tried to change, has not. And he's talking to Alan about how much damage he feels Exodus has done.
All the people had tried to change.
Tried to change.
Exactly.
So let's hear from him.
When I left Exodus, I had joined the military, and I was just at my end. I didn't realize I was going into such a deep pit of despair and anger. And I woke up one day, my friend had gone to work, and he had a loaded gun in his closet. And I was so happy about dying, it felt like I was opening a Christmas present. That's honestly how I felt. And I went over to the closet and I stood there and I prayed that prayer that I had prayed probably a million times. And I said, God, why will you not change me? And I can't describe it, but something from the outside, Alan, told me not to take my life. And I said, God, why won't you change me? And it said to me, because there's nothing that I need to change about you.
Amen. The idea of suicidal thoughts, and people have actually even attempted suicide multiple times, that's something you've heard a lot from people who've gone through Exodus.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think the numbers are quantifiable, how many people have attempted suicide who've gone through these programs, but so many of the people that I encountered said that they had entertained suicidal thoughts, because when you're told from a young age that you are a sinner for doing nothing but having same-sex attraction, and you go through these programs and you try and you can't change, what is your purpose? What are you here for? And so a lot of the people that I've encountered have said that they've definitely thought about suicide.